So the time is currently 11:03 and we're going to be heading into central London sometime tonight. So we're just waiting for nightfall at the moment. So the place I'm going to tonight is probably one of the most popular spots in London, definitely in terms of photography, at St Paul's Cathedral. It looks absolutely sick, even better at night. I've been there many times and I always get the same composition and I'll whack up on screen now. But tonight I'm going to try something a bit different. I'm going to try getting a new perspective on this. But now I've got to go to work. I don't think I've actually introduced myself yet. So my name is Oscar. I do a lot of Instagram stuff, photography based, and I'm sort of wanting to get more into the video making side of things. I'm kind of transitioning into a bit of YouTube now. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at @thevisuallife_. So yeah, that's where you'll find a lot of my photos that I post. Mainly night photography at the moment, but we'll see what happens. So I've just arrived at St Paul's now. It's getting quite late now and dark, so I'm not going to waste any time. But there's Big Paul behind me, as you can probably see. So let's get into it. So this is the spot I was talking about, like the most popular, iconic shot, I guess you could say. And as I said, I'm going to try and find something a little bit different, just to spice things up a little bit. So I'm kind of eyeing up this little location here for a potential shot. I know it's not too different from the usual, but I reckon with this in focus and St Paul's a little bit blurry in the background, with maybe like a bus trail going through, I reckon we can make that look pretty sick. Trust me. Oh, fox. You alright, mate? So I've just spotted some which I saw a few weeks ago during the daytime, and I thought it could look like a pretty sick composition. They're kind of like these weird reflective ball things. I do love reflections, so I reckon this shot could have some potential. These are the things I'm on about. I reckon we could do some of these. Right, so the first shot that I took on that night was in the classic composition that I was on about, and ended up getting a shot that looked a bit like this. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Unfortunately, I didn't have anyone to take the photo for me, so I had to stick it on like a self-timer. I tried to make my my jacket and the bus trails and the brighter colours pop a bit more in this photo, but this is the final result, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, to be honest. I mean, I like my bus trails to be quite smooth and not too stretched out. You can't actually see anything through the bus. Usually with light trails, if they're exposed for too long, then you can see through the trails, whereas this is just all bus. So the second picture that I ended up getting on that night was of, what do you call that? Waiting button that you press before you cross the road. So the first photo I took was of the bus going through, and the second one was a really underexposed photo of the wait LED light. I underexposed this and then I merged them together in Photoshop, and then I put the whole thing into Lightroom and put on a little edit and ended up with something like this. And you know, it's something a bit more refreshing, it's a bit different. And the final picture that I took was of those sort of reflective ball things. Still don't know what they're called. It wasn't raining at the time, but I wanted to have that effect. So I got my water bottle and poured it all over the ball. The result was was actually quite nice. It was these little reflective water droplets, and I think that looked really cool in the photo. It just added a little bit more to the photo. And I actually really like this photo because I haven't actually seen this composition before at all. It's still the same concept as the original photo, but it's just a different perspective, and I think it's always good to try and find these different perspectives. If you did like this video and you think it might be something that you're interested in, please feel free to drop it a like and maybe consider subscribing to the channel too. That would really help me out because I'm going to be posting videos much more regularly now. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think. Hopefully catch you in a bit, and I'll see you in the next one.